soon.
That's true. That's true. It doesn't have that much longer left on it. In fact, it's about to go down.
Out?
Oh no, they timed it perfectly. The lasso comes out. Vichun, though, is going for the TP out. Do they have the damage? They do not. Vichun gets himself away, realizing that they don't have any BKB penetrating stuns now on the backline. Zion's going to get caught out. They'll be able to bring him down. Meanwhile, they look over towards more. Roger's going to get dropped as low as Aloha dance. So the two supports do get left behind a little bit here, abusing the fact that Jara TP'd himself all the way back to the base. A great play from Vichun, though, getting himself out of danger. And just completely heads up Galaxy braining. He must have been like, okay, they're going to go on me. Ooh, Jesus, Afterlife. He's playing a dangerous game right now. And not sure he's going to survive this one. Stun misses. Nograda's still chasing, but with Alpho behind him, he's going to be all right. He's a safe little fishy for today. But still, I mean, they defend the high ground. You know, they take the ranged ranks. Melee barracks are still remaining, though, for Team Spirit, so they're definitely not going to be sad about that one. In fact, I think that might even be a pretty ideal situation for them, even though Jara didn't even die, but the fact that you repel them is enough. Team Spirit get more time on the map, they get more time on their Spectre. She's now got the Mantis Tail and the Diffusal finished off, so she's now a hero. And they dropped a repair kit. Oh, repair kit in a Spectre's inventory is a disgusting sight.
No.
That's a disgusting sight.
Can someone fetch me a bucket?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit queasy there as well.
Then I get a repair kit on the other side as well.
Yeah, at least it's matched, but they're going to be like, great. What do we do with this? Maybe give it to Io for the HP regen.
Like, the problem is now with this Spectre and Meepo both online, you have a great fight dynamic. The Meepo jumps anyone in the front lines. It means that the heroes on the side of Winstrike need to react, especially these saving supports. And as soon as that happens, you press R on your Spectre, and you just chunk through the supports. You saw Aloha Dance disappear, I presume. He took 3 hits.
Yeah.
Maybe he can take 4 if he pops that stick. But the fight condition for Winstrike has been getting harder and harder, and if this gyrocopter can't just blow someone up, then the next rush is going to be really important. I don't see Winstrike going for another high ground attempt here without grabbing the Roche first. You saw how long they were able to stall the previous time. Now they have a repair kit on top of that. It's nuts.
This whole game, though, like it just comes down to the fact that Winstrike have just played too slow, in my opinion. Like they didn't go for the insane aggression, which I feel like they could have definitely got away with. And now they jump in, they're going on to Argon here, but Argon, he's not actually taking that much damage. They're just trying to pile everything onto the Meepo right now, but the Meepo is still perfectly healthy. There is one of them getting low. Can they finish the job? Yes, they can. Meepo is dead. He does not have buyback. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They just... What happened to ILDW? He turned up in that fight and just immediately, I mean, the corrosive haze comes out and she's just out of here. Jesus Christ, you've got to be careful. The gyro is a monster, and they're just going for the tier 4s. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to take back what I said. I still think this is just kind of showing almost that they are stronger. They're much stronger. Yeah. But still, there's no Meepo buyback if they knew that. Yeah, they won the last one. They won all 5 of them, but they're not going to get it. Meepo, 37 seconds, might be too long. Winstrike might get away with this one. They're trying to play with Vichun a little bit here. Doesn't have an Aegis, but they just jump immediately. The Batrider gets destroyed, pulled wing from wing. Dagger comes through, but Vichun does not care. He doesn't care at all. They're even using a repair kit on the barracks. That is sad. Meanwhile, Spectre taking a bit of damage.
It's going to be worth it. They're chasing after the Spectre.
Yeah, they're hello, guys. Melee barracks. You got 7 seconds till Meepo's back, unless they really think they can keep them fighting without Batrider, which honestly they probably can. After seeing how quickly RTW just got incinerated in that last fight, I am not that worried for them, but they are going to show respect to the Meepo. They're going to get themselves out. They've got a Roshan to take if they want, so a definite option here for Winstrike. Still 33 seconds on the Batrider. Straight into Roshan. Could be a good call here. Are they going to do it? Don't look like they are, which... yeah.
This is also a moment where you said before that a net worth lead is nothing if you don't buy items.
Yep.
And this is also definitely a moment where you turn all of those skills and racks you just got into actual tangible benefits for your heroes. So this is a good back for multiple reasons. And if you secure this Roche now, I don't see many ways that Team Spirit gets back into the game. Even if ILTW gets on top of your supports, you can see if he gets into the front lines, he can't stand there.
ILTW, what are you doing here, buddy? Can they bring him down? No, he gets the ultimate off. TPs himself straight up towards the top lane, but that's where the gyrocopter is, so he has to TP himself back in again. Luckily, Alpha is not quite as big a threat, although he does take a couple of hits here. He's actually going to drop the call. He's going for this one. He's got the Desolator. He's got the Maelstrom. He can bring him down, and there's a rocket coming his way as well. Uh-oh, ILTW gets blown up on the backlines. Meanwhile, Nograta gets killed off by Virtune as he runs himself forward. Another comes towards Immersion as well. Immersion does have the Echo Slam, but what can it really do for you in this situation? All it's going to do is buy you some time. There's your GG coming out. Winstrike take game number 2, drawing this series to a game 3.
Oh my.
Oh my indeed, yeah. Spectre did not do a thing this game. Absolutely nothing.
And I just have to say, you actually have me worried there. Like, I know that this lineup of Winstrikes can push it through if they don't get too intimidated by the Spectre, but it was very close there for a moment. If Vichun doesn't time his BKB perfectly with the Aegis, then this game, it looks so different. But instead, Team Spirit don't get their turnaround condition right there. And after that, they play a little bit more frustrated, I feel like. You get that pick off on the Meepo in the mid lane. And suddenly, this fight condition that they had doesn't actually get to come into play at all, which is such a shame because they held on for so long. With a lineup that
it really is. It really is. They played it well. Unfortunately, not quite well enough with the lineup they had. I think they made it very, very tricky for themselves to actually take the victory in this one, you know, and I'm impressed by the hero levels on them all, though. Like, it's clearly very comfort zone for them, but yeah, it wasn't quite enough for them to come out with a victory in the end. So Team Spirit will fall in game number 2 and bring it out to a game number 3. Team Spirit versus Winstrike, game number 3 coming up very shortly. My name is Nomadge, he's been Kips, and we'll see you very shortly for the next match.
Dang it, Winstrike, you were like 2 seconds too early.
Ban out the Batrider, pick out the Underlord. That makes sense to me. I mean, yeah, Underlord's been a pretty core hero in the offlane right now. I feel like he's probably going to be seeing a little bit more action soon. He's just pretty stable, really. I like his atrophy aura a lot. I feel like it's been shadow buffed, or, well, not even shadow buffed, but just straight up buffed for many, many patches now, and I think it's actually in a position where it's really strong.
Yep, and this is, again, just like in the first game with the Timbersaw, the kind of hero where Afterlife can just hold a lane pretty much forever. It's going to take multiple heroes to kill him. And especially if you want to run a push lineup with this Chen, an Underlord is just going to get in the way. And additionally, of course, the Chen has this global aspect where he can summon heroes to him. Underlord has his global aspect as well. He's able to answer those sort of shenanigans very well. Everyone can just take the bus and enjoy a ride to the other side of the map.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Indeed. I kind of wish he had a saddle or something so he could imagine all the other heroes are riding him as he pops into his portal.
Agnim's upgrade, let's go.
Morphling.
I vote yes. Morph. Great in lane versus Underlord. The percentage health damage doesn't mean anything to him. It's always going to be the same amount of damage for Morph, who can just get more HP if he wants to. And Winstrike goes back to the Drow, this time with, another really big offlaner in front of her.
Yeah, so this was a plan all along. They definitely knew they were picking the Underlord. When they were spending all that time on the ban, they were thinking about whether they wanted to go for the Drow, whether they wanted to go for the Naga, whether they wanted to go something else. And in the end, they choose the Drow, and they ban out the Batrider because clearly V-Tune's just like, please don't put me against that bat again. That was horrible last time. They lassoed me out. It was terrible. I hated every second of it. So, yeah, they ban the Batrider and grab Drow Ranger, as Toby wanted to say.
Slark's also a good ban for that, and the PL being out is also a good deal for them.
Yeah,
of course, the Morphling still crosses distance relatively well, but you don't necessarily want to waveform up into a Drow.
No, especially if it's got that science available. It can end very badly for you.
Well, now Team Spirit, I have to think.
Void incarnate.
Well, that definitely crosses more distance. Team Spirit doubling down on the jump, saying, all right, we're not going to have just a late gamer who can blow people up. We're also going to do that early and mid game. He's going to have some trouble with the Underlord and with the Lich Shield protecting people. But at the very least, he's going to be able to force a lot of reactions. And there isn't a lot of hard lockdown on Winstrike still.
No, they are definitely lacking that, and the Void Spirit will certainly abuse that where possible. Tiny Underlord. And of course, I always forget the Lich. I always see Lich, and my brain automatically goes, nope, no lockdown there. But actually, Sinister Gate is very good at that. And also Mana Drain as well, going to be very effective against the Void Spirit, and maybe even the Morphling as well.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have a lot to worry about, though, on that poor little Lich. If you remember the last time Roger played that Lich.
Yeah. Didn't end too well for him in most situations.
KDA did not look pretty. Center ban ad from Winstrike team, once again saying, all right, fine, you want to run at us, please don't do it more. You don't get to do this one. Would also be a nice tank to run their lineup out, because both the Morph and the Void Spirit are, of course, relatively squishy.
Yeah, I feel like... I mean, you could run the Doom as a core here. I actually would quite like that. Get yourself a nice 4, which could fit in nicely. Maybe something like an Earth Spirit. Oh, or they could pick Wind Ranger. What the... What?
No, this is interesting. Either this is a support Wind Ranger, or this Void Spirit is...
You could have your dream, you're right. It could be Void Spirit in the offlane. Let's see who picks up what hero as the final pick comes in from TA. And yeah, it's Immersion, Doom, Non-Grata on the win, so it's offlane Wind Ranger, Void mid, and Morphling on the safe lane. At least that's who's picked what. I mean, they could still switch up the lanes if they want to, but more or less it's probably going to be along those guidelines.
Yeah. Well, the Wind Ranger is not bothered by the Drow in lane at all, of course. He gets to dodge out most of those right clicks, trades very well. And she has low cooldowns on a lot of her spells, which means that something like a Lich Shield is not nearly as effective as, well, a Bat Rider, which we saw in the last game. Just, all right, he pops the Firefly, we pop the Lich Shield, it's all good. No, she's going to be spamming power shots all the time. And Vichun is just going to have to sidestep them or take the damage.
Alrighty, let's get into game number 3, the final game in this series, which will determine who takes the win here in the group stage of the Parimatch League, and it is Team Spirit versus Winstrike. And we've got another Void Spirit game coming up. His last Void Spirit game was very impressive. I thought Algon did an amazing job in it last time, so let's see what he can pull out and if he can pull out a similar performance this time as well. Meanwhile, I got a Wind Ranger in the offlane. A very unusual draft from Team Spirit, all things considered.
Is it more unusual than their last draft, though?
Yeah, true. No, probably not.
After a Meepo Spectre, I'd say that this is relatively tame.
Yeah, what a normal draft from them. Great job, guys. Kept it in the realms of sanity.
So the hero that we haven't really touched yet, because this Wind Ranger is just such an odd one out, is the TA from Aphonin. Very, very comfortable hero for him. Still also a very strong mid laner.
True. He's one of the CIS stables. Bouncing around a bunch of different teams. Oh, good luck, have fun. Cute.
I'd call him a staple, but not stable. Sorry, Apho.
But not stable. Oh, no. See, one of those suffering from the old CIS.
He has some problems. Of that. I mean, what can I say? Man likes to go in, and sometimes that doesn't pay off. I mean, he needs to be ready for the consequences.
True.
I can relate. Vichun is on his own in between 3 heroes here.
Yeah, he's in trouble. And he's actually... Yeah, they see him on that ward and they're like, oh, Vietian was there. Weird.
Just carved his name into a tree. Vietian was here.
It's dominant somehow. Alrighty, so Aloha Dance once again. He really likes taking this outpost. Wait, I thought someone just typed GG, but Misha has Parimatch.gg as his name.
Yeah, that's a risky one. You do not want to touch that button at all.
No, different tournaments have different rules, but most of them state that if you type GG, the game is over and you've lost.
Yep. So, let's see. We've got Wind Ranger up against a Drow. No lane switching shenanigans from Winstrike.
Nice D-ward, though. They saw the Drow walking out like this, and they were just like, alrighty, we know exactly where your ward is, girlfriend.
Yep.
So, Ergon versus Afo in the middle lane. The Void versus the TA. Who's on Ninja Pajamas again? It's the CIS player who's playing... Oh, it's the Hack, isn't it?
Yes. The Hack has been recruited. He has escaped CIS.
Escaped CIS, yeah.
It's not a mean feat. Like, isn't Ramses one of the first to do that at all?
Yeah, I mean, if I try and think about it quickly, then all that comes to mind straight off the bat, but yeah, definitely not many players leave this region. I mean, obviously there's a language barrier, a cultural one as well, it makes it kind of hard.
Yep. Can tell you from going into CIS, and that's completely true. Ah, look at that. They did the maths on top lane. They realized that in order to play like this, and also in order to find that ward so soon, there had to be a ward on the top lane. So at least it's now equal.
The counter warding, the counter ward of the counter ward gave him information for the dewarding of the counter ward.
Happens more often than you think.
Next level. Misha's just gonna pull these creeps past the tower because Underlord's been doing Underlord things. Though it's not actually him, is it? It's Aloha Dance who's built the creeps around because he doesn't have a point in Firestorm, so he's just trying to get this solo XP. I guess the point of Firestorm still not enough really to solo creep waves just yet, but yeah, just gotta throw it down there, annoy them. Misha, he's just sitting in it.
He's got so much regen with that Divine Favor as well. They're not much bothered at all.
Yeah, you can make it rain that green fire down our heads all you like, but it's not going to make much of a difference to us. Kobold coming in. I think he tried to go for the block there on the Kobold Foreman, but didn't quite get him in front of the big fat Underlord, so Misha's just going to sell with taking out some creeps here. Oh, we have first blood coming in the top lane. Roger's going to go down as well as Non-Grata is able to get the kill there, but Immersion was the first one to drop as Aloha Dance made the rotation in and gets them the kill.
Yeah, really same scenario as in the previous match, or should I say the first match, isn't it? Afterlife just has something that he can survive this lane with. They do some creep pulling shenanigans, Aloha Dance gets level 2, and he rotates into the top lane on that Tiny. Once again, for a first blood. Neatly done.
Yep, neatly done. Shame we missed it, but there we go.
He was so sneaky about it this time that I didn't notice either.
Oh, there you go. If you didn't catch it, then no one stands a chance. Meanwhile, up in the top lane again, Non-Grata getting low, toss over from Immersion, going to grab that kill onto the wind, and now they'll look over towards Immersion as well. Roger Aloha Dance and Fiji all piling into the Doom, should bring him down for a second time here, and this time he has no TP back to lane, so it is a walk of shame for you, Doom, as they grab another kill up here in the top. Meanwhile, down the bottom, they're trying to turn the aggression around onto the Underlord, but the Underlord is perfectly capable of surviving down here all by himself, and he's just going to be spamming out these firestorms as much as he can, being super duper annoying. Although Misha is chasing him with his little slowing ghoul. That's also pretty annoying.
Making this poor slug even slower. They're just tickling him to death right now. And interestingly enough, I've been keeping one eye on this mid lane here, and once again, what should have been a direct counter pick by Winstrike still doesn't really seem to phase the Void Spirit much. First the Storm, now the TA. He keeps up the CS really well. There's not really any difference between him and his adversary at all. He's also been playing clever tricks with the creep aggro to make sure that the TA can't splash the side blades on him all that much, so that's well done as well.
Yeah,
but
no ability. A President's Pulse there, just doing so much to secure him some CS. But Aloha Dance coming in from behind, but Ergon's on the run already. However, Aloha Dance is much, much faster. Excuse me, with the Tranquil Boots, and he's going to be able to get the toss onto Alpha. Alpha trying to go for the blocks here. Allow him to get him ranged for the Avalanche. This should be a kill unless Ergon can play it really, really well, but I think Aloha Dance has found him. Right click comes through, but he's got the physical resist on that shield. Meanwhile, here's a courier. Ergon's like, well, might as well find some value for my death, but die he certainly shall. Ergon finally goes down there, but he takes Aloha Dance's courier with him, so at the very least gets something.
Yeah, and he keeps Aloha Dance from messing with the runes here as well, so this is actually 3 runes, 4 runes, all going to Team Spirit.
Is under attack.
Very nice.
That's 1,000 gold right there.
Yep, and that is a very worthwhile death, if that is indeed what caused it. Meanwhile, Afterlife, he's just taking this slow creep to the face and also getting blocked up a little bit here. Misha finding a lot of value out of this little ghost.
Oh, he is so irritating.
Yep, 5% damage reduction, not really doing much.
And the Drow.
Oh, no. John Grada's actually going to drop here. Roger as well, dropping low as they turn their attention towards Immersion. But they can't bring this guy down. But again, another kill for V2 now. I don't know what it is about Winstrike, but they can just take these Drow lanes over and just seem to be flawlessly playing them each time.
And it's odd as well, because by now the Team Spirit has had vision over on the side for a while. They really can just see Aloha Dance coming in, but apparently they're still taking the fights. Just underestimating the power of this Frost Shield on the Drow. Meanwhile, why is ILTW? Can you explain this to me? Why is ILTW behind the tier 1?
He's looking for Afterlife, maybe, but the Courier's kind of giving the game away here. A goodbye, Mr. Courier, put out of his misery. Meanwhile, Aloha Dance comes in from behind. They should be finding a kill onto the Chen here, and Misha will certainly go down. ILTW trying to lay in some damage onto the Underlord whilst he's here, but with the Frost Shield, not doing a whole lot. Meanwhile, Frost Blast from Lich is going to bring RTW a little bit low here. But even with 3 heroes surrounding him, RTW just does not feel threatened. This guy, he's got all the confidence in the world.
Yeah, he still had a stick. He still has a Fairy Fire, which also does a lot if he can morph strength up after. So he was sitting fine there, but I think that's one of those cases where a core says, yeah, I can do this. And the support's like, but, well, I gotta cover you, but I'm literally in their tower right now.
Think so.
Poor Chen pays the price.
Oh, nice shackle out onto the Drow, but unfortunately they don't really have any follow-up. Merchant's coming over, but he doesn't really have much health. V-Tune's immediately going to see that opportunity and go for it here, and the multi-shot's going to connect onto 2. Aloha Dance coming over, and he's going to connect with the Avalanche. The right click comes in, and Merchant gets brought down. Aloha Dance is dominating right now, making huge movements with his tiny Winstrike. Feeling good in this laning phase right now as he sees the win. Doesn't go for the toss, though, interestingly. I would have expected him to, but not today. Ergon, meanwhile, just holding it down in the middle lane. I mean, he's pretty much drawing... he's a little bit behind Afo, but he's still doing pretty well, and considering this is supposed to be a very good lane for the TA, he's not going to be sad about this one at all, and the slow doesn't quite catch him there. Now he pops us out. Maybe thinking of going down, but with Roger nearby, that's just not really an option. If that was his own hero, then maybe, but yeah, enemy team coming over. Scaring him away, but he's got these phase boots finished off in 5 gold, so... That's going to help him out on the mobility front, a little bit of right-click damage, a little bit of lane presence, all that good stuff. But he's probably going to want to start roaming soon enough.
Yes, the TA has certainly abandoned their lane by now. This lane is all Aloha Dance's now. He's had such a good time. He's got Tranks, he's got a Windlace, he's super fast, and now he's going to go for a super fast Blink Dagger as well. And let's see if he can get that up in time to surprise Team Spirit. And I gotta say, if you switch your view over to the net worth, they kind of need him to step it up as well. Because Afterlife has had a pretty miserable experience. He hasn't died a lot, but that's not because... Like, maybe he should have died a bit more and perhaps gotten a bit more farm, because right now he is sharing his net worth with, his place on net worth chart with support. Down in the dumps.
That dance nearly lasted him really nicely in the middle lane. Unfortunately, did just end up missing that last melee creep. After's looking for Ergon here. Ergon could be in some trouble. He goes in for the D ward, but with Doom coming over, that's going to make him alright. Frost armor as well, helping out a lot. 6 armor, melee, and attack speed slow upon attack. It's pretty toast.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
right now it
attack.
looks like there's going to be an
Dire's
assault
top
on this
tower
mid
is under
tower.
attack.
Unless they can find the TA first.
Yeah, looking
Sure,
for her, and
the
they might
Winstrike
actually
has-
find her. The
Oh.
Astral Step comes forwards. Where's the damage from Immersion? He doesn't actually have the Doom just yet. Still level 5, but the Remnant's going to come through. Control up Alpha. Alpha really doesn't have the mobility to escape this one, but Alpha Hans comes in, and he's going to be enough to hold a brick wall and stop them getting forwards and finding the TA kill. So Team Spirit leave empty-handed. They don't get the middle tier 1 tower. They don't get the TA either. They do have to get themselves a couple of bounty runes at the very least, so a nice movement in is going to secure those.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But Team
But
Spirit
they
should...
lost on Rata
yeah.
again on the top lane.
Ooh. Yeah, VTuner is fighting this, but like again, every single bounty rune goes the way of Team Spirit. I mean, Winstrike need to do better at this. I feel they just didn't notice. It's like, oh, we're being attacked in our jungle. Should rotate heroes in to defend this one, rather than saying we need to try and get some bounty runes up top. They're going to get both of them bottom.
And you can see that to the credit of Team Spirit as well, keeping them busy so that they can't get any efforts at all. Sorry, I'm just watching IOTW here.
Yeah,
Playing
he's
around
playing a
with
little
the
bit here.
Overlordship.
He's really playing here, and down goes Afterlife. He's just going to get melted in the middle of everybody. Roger's going to be following as well. Firestorm comes down, and Roger, he's just melting. There's not much he can do. The Frost Shield is up, but unfortunately, the Ice Cream will fall on the floor, make a big, big mess, and Team Spirit keep on the pressure, not letting up at any stretch.
Yeah, they really don't have to. They have the superior sustain here. They have a lot of damage on Ergon, who nearly has the... he has the full dissimulate, and he's going to get his astral steps back right now as well. This is dangerous for B-Tune.
Yeah, he's coming to this one, but in comes a Remnant, but Aloha Dance nearby. He's going to throw the Avalanche, does miss, but forces Zergon back and stops him from securing that kill for himself.
They are not letting up the pressure. And
no reason
this is
to.
one of the problems with having Afterlife so underfront. He can't actually hold a lane by his own, which was one of the things that this draft really needed. He needs to be able to keep people busy, and right now he's mostly keeping himself busy because he hasn't farmed anything. Aloha Dance is passed him by quite successfully.
Dire are scanning.
And at this point, you also prefer Aloha Dance to get the farm over him. You need that blink dagger on the Tiny.
Afterlife has kind of accepted his position as a 4, I feel, at this stage, though he is solo farming the top, but Tiny solo farming bottom as well. Ergon with the Invis ring sees Artho here. Can actually commit to this one. They're going to go for it, and Remnant comes in. Where's the backup, though? It doesn't seem to be here in time, and they're going to be able to get the Frost Shield off onto Artho. That's going to be enough to scare them away. Nograda tries to come in on the side, but he's got to be a little bit careful about doing that. Don't really want to get caught out as a Wind Ranger. 2 points of Wind Run, not going to be enough to save her from the wrath of Winstrike if they close that gap. So now the smoke comes down, maybe looking down to bottom, but it's only a tiny down in the bottom lane, so it doesn't seem like a huge amount of value to be caught from that. So we're actually looking for someone who's going to come up into the jungle. Maybe Roger is a target. Maybe somebody else.
As well.
Laha Dance. If he spots this one, he's going to be kind of happy about that one. He certainly will. Roger coming over as well. Winstrike dragging everybody to this one. They have got Misha on the back lines. He's going to come around and he sees the Aloha Dance, and it's a very awkward fight. Okay, see ya, Centaurs. Sorry, buddies. One goes to Aloha Dance, one goes to Roger. I feel like Roger should get both of those. I mean, he did commit his ulti for it, but Aloha Dance like, no. Give me that creep.
He needs that blink, man.
True.
I'd say Roger also would like him to get that.
True.
And this is one of the awkward things about a Drow TA lineup. We said this before with the Meepo and the Spectre, but it happens more often. You have 2 heroes farming jungle right now. Which one of them is going to try and play tempo up against this Team Spirit lineup? And the answer is that neither of them wants to do anything right now. Drow just about finished her Dragonlance. She's not ready. Jay is flying out the last myth armor.
Does just about get caught by that Remnant, but Afo should be okay here. He's playing around the cliff, he's playing around the trap, he's playing around his teammates as well, so likelihood of Afo actually going down there quite low, and if she didn't, there would certainly be some swift revenge coming in. This time just constantly being pinged out. This double avalanche toss on the Tiny, just completely maxed out and not going for the tree grab at all, which he might be regretting at this stage in the game. Not sure.
Yeah,
I mean, he made a ton of
faster
work earlier, but yeah, the farming potential is extreme. All right, we got a deso from the TA. Pretty good timing, 14 minutes in. It just feels like it's not a great timing because of the rate at which Team Spirit are playing with, but yeah, it's definitely okay. And Ogon's gone for the Spirit Vessel again here, and he's going to drop it immediately onto Alpha along with the Remnant, but not sure if he wants to play around this one as Roger comes in with Fear, but he's got to be careful. Nograda's got to be even carefuler as he turns around with the Shackle shot. Doesn't quite land, but does find the space to maybe get himself some relative safety. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, yeah, Argon's just playing all across the map right now, and he's even going to find Roger's courier.
Radiant are scanning.
He's just doing some dewarding, man. The courier didn't deserve this. Again, these bounties are up. Aloha Dance is being pinged, though. Argon, he wants it. Maybe he doesn't. Let's Aloha Dance run past.
He's going to manage to actually get his team one of the bunches. This is so rough. He's literally scrounging for farm right now, and I think he's actually going to get spotted by the courier as he moves into the enemy jungle.
Oh, look out. Here comes another one. Oh, no. Is he going to try and kill it? Yeah, he gets one. Pings are out. They're going to come back and get revenge for their courier's life. They're actually, yeah, Winstrike are all on the Radiant side of the map right now. Tiny, Drow, Underlord.
Space for them to farm.
Yeah. They're losing this map quickly, and Alpha could be in some real trouble right now. Emotions of him. He's got the Doom. He's not even going to use it. He's holding it back. He's just allowing Alpha to die to the right click damage. You can use the spells. Whatever. It's not going to save you. We do not need the Doom to bring you down. Meanwhile, Roger, he's getting played around a little bit here. Ergon's just chasing him. There's no real escape for the Lich, unfortunately. The right click's coming in from Ergon. He'll be able to finish the job onto the Ice King. Yeah, V-Tune. Aloha, they're all just in this little farm party, pretty much. They don't want to play Dota, they want to hit creeps.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to play Dota with this enemy lineup right now either. There's really nothing they can do in the way of straight up fighting. Again, all of their AoE abilities are on Afterlife, and there is once again the Chain Frost. That's about it. They're even just cutting the waves right now. This is some AI play.
Yep, these guys do not want to play any Dota today. Not yet, anyways. They want to find some item. They want to find a hood on their Underlord. Maybe a full pipe might be very, very tasty. Drow, she's looking for a full Hurricane pipe to finish up. The Tiny, of course. He's found his blink now, so even if these TPs connect, he's kind of like whatever. Maybe he could go for a TP here, but he's still got the Remnant available. Oh, no, he doesn't. But with Drow coming over, yeah, it's the end of Aloha Dance. Good night, Prince. Sleep good.
Yeah, you can't really do anything once the Spirit Vessel is on you. Sad but true. But interesting to see that Bergon already has a Ghost Scepter built up. If you look at the cores of Winstrike, that's a very sensible pickup. Like, any kind of turnaround potential is going to come from the Drow and the TA, and they're both just going to be right-clicking you.
Yeah, and you can also dodge a multi-shot with Ghost Scepter as well, which is really nice. It will not affect you.
Very handy indeed. So he's already anticipating like the possible turnaround condition, which is the way you gotta play. He's not getting slowed down by that significantly. They have such a stranglehold on this map right now. And besides, the real win condition in the end is going to be this Morphling, who has a full E-Blade up. Can you believe that? He's also soloing Rush right now.
Huh. What do you know? Where does regen coming? Oh, he's got a Heavy Dominator.
What?
Wait, yeah, what indeed? I swear he's lifestealing. Is he not lifestealing? Did I look like he was? Oh, he's got the vampire fangs. God damn it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
God, that took me way too long. You just watching me suffer? Like, look at this idiot. My co-cast is so dumb.
No, it's just like, this is the kind of stuff that I often fall for as well, and I just like seeing someone else flounder for a change.
Struggling. Goddamn neutral items, alright. This item's only been here for a couple of days, Cal. I'll let myself off the hook there.
Yeah, I'll let you off the hook there as well. It's sort of off to the side as well. You take your regular glance at the items and you just don't see it.
All right, Team Spirit.
Cutting the groups again.
It might be time to end this one, or at least put the pressure on. Take everything you can. Starve Winstrike. And you've got to give Winstrike credit. They're doing a great job of just finding creeps around the map.
Yep, they haven't been dying a lot either.
No.
So, with this blink from TA actually in the pocket, they have a blink on the Tiny as well. The Drow has a full pike. They can actually think about defending this.
They can. It is an Aegis, but yeah, I think they can. V-Tune's coming over. TA, you make your way down? No, she's still staying down in the bottom lane. The right click's coming into the Morphling. Team Spirit, they're holding right now. Multi-shot coming out as well, just trying to repel the attackers. The onslaught, though, Immersion is just ignoring it right now. He's onto the high ground, they come to blast onto the Drow. They're trying to force her away, but they got inside. Ergon should finish the job here. Yes, they will. She goes down with a pop. Meanwhile, Roger holding back Aloha Dance as well. He's got that blink. He's going to try and use it onto the Wind Ranger. But she just evades everything. No problems, just running herself out of danger. Meanwhile, Ergon coming out again. Look at the damage he's dishing out. Shackled together, knocking them down. Winstrike are melting. Team Spirit finding pickoff after pickoff, diving the entire high ground. And, well, finally the Void Spirit should pay the price here. But they're actually struggling. He's going to get another kill. Roger goes down, and Ergon is just playing them right now. He's running out of spells, but does still have this Astral Step to work with. He's going to run back in towards his Remnant. Meanwhile, Nograda coming over to help him out. Meanwhile, the rest of his team, they've taken the entire racks and are now looking towards mid as well. Drow's back in 3 seconds. This might be the get out of jail time, but honestly, LTW, he's been ignoring the fight. He's just holding onto the Aegis, sitting back, chilling, relaxing, hitting these racks, whilst the rest of his team run Winstrike in circles. They're doing a fantastic job with that. Remnant comes out, just spoofing them. Yeah, and then they go trying to fight the Drow again. The Eve Blade comes in. They try to toss her out. Ergon's still here, though. Shackle! Another amazing shackle from Nograda. The Doom comes out of the TA just to make sure. But there's your GG. The game is over. Winstrike will lose this one and end up losing the series as well. A decent second game, but a bit of a funky draft from Team Spirit as well. And that'll mean Team Spirit. They grab the 2-0 in the very first opening game of the Parimatch League.
Yeah, very, very neatly done. And I'd like Winstrike to go back and think about these Drow drafts, because even when she has a good lane, it seems like they don't quite draft her right here as around it, and they end up unable to make anything happen in the mid game. So,
I'm surprised. I mean, I liked the way that Winstrike played it, the way they were kind of, pussyfooting around the enemy side of the map and finding all this farm, finding